Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024. I am Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister here at Sunshine Cathedral.
I am Reverend Dr. Robert Griffin, the Executive Minister. Faith and religion can be complicated for the LGBTQ+ community. Surveys show that evangelical faith is the justification for the greatest attacks on the LGBTQ+ community.
I am Reverend Kevin Tisdall, the Minister of Education. The Queer God Squad is going to explore our religious community. Let's explore the big news of the day and what it means to you.
I am Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, the Minister of Connections. This is live, and then we are available on demand. We are available on all smart televisions and your favorite social media.
At Sunshine Cathedral, we're here to tell you that you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Trump Bible, Make America Pray Again, and Easter and Trans together. Blasphemy? In the latest twist of faith, former President Donald Trump has unveiled a new venture, a God Bless the USA themed Bible priced at $59.99. This move comes hot on the heels of his Make America Pray Again Bible pitch, raising eyebrows and wallets alike. Meanwhile, false accusations have surfaced alleging President Joe Biden's intention to replace Easter with Transgender Day of Visibility. Despite White House dismissals, Republican leaders like House Speaker Mike Johnson and Governors Kevin Stitt and Tate Reeves have voiced outrage, decrying the supposed betrayal of Easter's central message. Biden's proclamation recognizing the Transgender Day of Visibility alongside Easter has sparked intense backlash, with critics like Karoline Leavitt denouncing it as appalling and insulting. Yet, Human Rights Campaign President Kelley defends Biden's acknowledgment, thanking him for promoting visibility and education on TDOV. Amidst the uproar, the convergence of Easter and the Day of Visibility raises questions about the intersection of faith and identity politics in America. As Trump's Bible hits the market and Biden's proclamation stirs unnecessary controversy, the clash of beliefs underscores the nation's ongoing struggle to reconcile tradition with progress. Whether it's God Bless the USA or Make America Pray Again, one thing is clear: faith and politics remain deeply intertwined in the American landscape. The term identity politics annoys me because it's always used to silence the people whose identity are being erased. Yeah. So I hate that. The new First Minister of Wales is the first person of African descent to lead a European government. And he said that he'll be accused of playing the race card and all of that. Mm-hmm. And he said that the people who say that are the people who have never had their identity questioned or denied or erased or so. So yeah, the idea of, yes, there are identity politics because our identities matter. So, and when you're trying to erase us, we may make us think about it. But regarding the Trans Day of Visibility, for Christians to show their ignorance about the dating of Easter completely delegitimizes their pious outrage over Easter and the Day of Visibility sharing one day ever. The president didn't choose Easter to celebrate the Day of Visibility. He chose the Day of Visibility to do what it's for: recognize transgender and gender variant people. Transgender Day of Visibility is always March 31st, whereas Easter is a movable day that lands on different days each year. That Easter landed on the Day of Visibility gave us an opportunity to show how the Easter message can be seen in transgender lives. Transgender people come alive and step into the light of their truth, often after facing rejection and abuse. From the ashes of hate, transgender phoenixes rise in glory to show the beauty of finding hope beyond horror and peace beyond pain. Before the Day of Visibility, transgender people had only the Day of Remembrance. But now there are 2 days out of 366 this year, just for trans folk. 2 days out of the whole year. And one time ever, one of those days landed on the moving target that is Easter. And those who use this as an opportunity to demonize trans folk are reprehensible. I am seeing that the next time Easter it's on March 31st, is in 2086. So we won't see it.
No, definitely not.
Not even.
We got our one shot at it.
That's it.
Now, so those who are denouncing trans people using this as an opportunity to jump on reprehensible. And speaking of reprehensible,
Wonder who?
a Bible signed by the least biblically literate person in America would be hysterical if it wasn't so appalling.
Yeah.
A Bible in Elizabethan English without scholarly annotations isn't worth $60. The Gideons give those away. I got another note. I don't know, because I always miss the notes, and I'm not missing this time. I'm not missing this time. Make America Pray. P-R-E-Y is what it is. Yeah, it's P-R-E-Y. Because they're preying on people's fears and prejudices and gullibility. Yes. So the Gideons give Bibles away.
Yes.
And you can buy Bibles on Amazon for $6, $8, $10 with actually some quality to them, like a recent translation and some scholarly notes. So yeah, not worth $60. And a Bible named for a nation seems pretty close to stomping on the second commandment. You'll find that in the book you're selling for $60, by the way. The realm of God stands apart from geographical boundaries and military powers and political aspirations. The Bible stands in opposition to Assyria and to Babylon and to Persia and to Rome. God bless the superpower is not in the Bible. In fact, what is in the Bible is God save us from the superpower. Very recently, we observed Palm Sunday, and the shout of Hosanna, save us from Rome, save us from imperial oppression, save us. That is in the Bible. God bless the superpower, ain't.
No.
Any serious student of the Bible would never want a Bible whose branding is to bless an already powerful nation. The realm of God includes all people in all countries and all cultures. This Bible sales scheme is open flirtation with Christian nationalists, and it's also exploiting them, taking their money to fund his legal and political concerns by overcharging for a book that he himself knows embarrassingly little about. $60? You ain't getting 88 cents from me, Rose.
All right. So there, early in this story, when I first read it, my first thought was, do the people who are decrying TDOV and Easter falling on the same day, do they know how the day of Easter is actually determined?
Clearly not.
Yeah. For those who don't know, it is on the first Sunday after the first full moon of the vernal or spring equinox, which makes it a pagan holiday. Exactly. So this is just really the opportunity for these folks to, again, show their bias, to tramp on the trans and NB communities. How sad is that? This is a day when we really could have worked together. I mean, brought these together, Transgender Day of Visibility and Easter, coming out, being present. This is a real opportunity, and they took it just to tramp on people.
Yeah. Which isn't the theme of Easter. I mean,
not even a little bit.
Easter is the resurrection from being trampled on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so not only do they not know the spirit of the holiday, they don't even know how it lands on the calendar. And so yeah, please miss me with all your ignorance coupled with outrage.
This is not the souvenir you want to buy signed by a president. This is not souvenir worthy. This is nothing other than Mr. Man playing to his base. And I will say to his base, shame on you for buying into this.
Yep.
If you believe in the Bible that you say you believe in, you know that this is wrong. And you need to be the first one out there crying out, this is not acceptable. So take your Bible, shove it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, all right.
Wow.
Amen.
I'm not sure that I know what you mean. Wow.
And if you super need a Bible, want a Bible,
Sunshine Cathedral.
we'll talk about it a lot. But you can go to BibleGateway.com and there are dozens, I think 2 or 3 dozen translations to choose from, and you don't have to spend a penny.
Exactly.
And I have an online Bible app on my phone.
This isn't about the Bible. This is
No, it's not.
This
It's
is
not.
No.
But listening to your conversations, number 1,000, it goes against everything that the religious community is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
I heard that a couple of evangelicals were upset with him, but didn't make a lot of noise because he's still their guy.
Yeah.
Resurrection Sunday means something to a lot of us. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody came out of a tomb, but it does mean that all of us have an opportunity to better ourselves, to be different than we were the day before. And you had mentioned something about people don't see you. I had a coworker that used to always say, "I don't see color." And I tried to explain to him how he needs to think about what he's saying, because what you're saying is that you don't see a part of me. I'm not saying that you have to treat me any differently, but you have to acknowledge that you and I are not the same. You and I don't have the same privileges. You and I, if we were in a room together, many people would go to you before they came to me, expecting that you would know more about the world than I do. And it may be true, but in this case, it wasn't. And fleecing. Oh my goodness, does this gentleman who's running for president again, does he spend more time than a little bit trying to fleece the least of us?
Yeah.
We have to understand that he's not talking to the people here at this table. We have a home. We have a family. We have things that we love. Most of these people don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, and he's taking their last penny. His latest gimmick, that stock thing, that truth thing,
social media,
it dropped $4 billion in paper value in just a week. And one comedian said, "I am shocked to learn that something that this guy did is failing."
Right.
I mean, come on.
I was watching that as I was eating my Trump steak and drinking my Trump vodka.
Wearing my Trump shoes and reading my Trump Bible.
Well, you can't get your Trump shoes yet because they're still being made in China.
Right.
And they're not available yet. And I just don't understand how people continue to support this person, because supposedly he's doing the things that we want him to do. His history is the exact opposite. He is doing things that he wants to do to get as much as he can. And right now, it's down. It was 91 counts. Now it's 88 counts that he's fighting. He's fighting to stay out of jail. And if he gets elected president, he thinks that he's going to be able to commute his sentence and not go to jail. I hope that it doesn't come to that, because there are too many things on the ballot this year, especially here in Florida, that mean something. The Florida Supreme Court decided that, yes, we as citizens have the right to vote for things like a woman's right to choose what to do with her body, like our ability to, marijuana is not a big thing for me, but for a lot of people it is. To them, it's no different than going to the liquor store. And we in Florida have the ability this year to decide whether or not that is going to be a part of our Constitution, away from the politics. But anyway, if you believe in anything, pay attention to what this guy is doing. It's all about money for him. It has nothing to do with any love for you, any hate for any group of people. The canard that the Transgender Day of Visibility is a terrible thing is something that they made up. That it fell on Easter, it's some kind of a political ploy. They made it up. It's a day that's always on March 31st. And as my partners here have explained, Easter is a moving feast. It is a moving pagan feast, but we don't want to talk about that too much. I don't know.
Well, if we took out everything that Christianity had appropriated, we wouldn't have much Christianity left. I mean, there's very little original Christianity, including our entire Old Testament. I mean, so we don't. But I did say something earlier about the second commandment, which is, to have no false graven images, and I was talking about the nationalism, making your country, your flag, your whatever, an idol. But people are also making the Bible an idol.
Oh yeah.
And they're making Trump an idol.
Yeah.
And so they're repeatedly breaking a commandment in the book that they yield like a weapon anyway. I'm telling you, nobody knows anything. Nobody knows where anything came from. People act like God wrote the Bible. Well, if she did, she waited till almost the year 400 to do it. I mean, it's not like they don't know anything, and they don't want to know anything. Because when you tell them things that you could learn in any civics or humanities or history class, Oh no, that you're wrong. You don't have any faith. You're whatever.
And somehow or another, I understand the Constitution made its way to this new Bible.
Another document he's never read.
Yeah, another document he doesn't respect either.
Right. Right. So, what a mess. Save you $60, and for Christ's sake, vote.
Vote.
Vote, 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 vote.
That's today with the Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us. We're here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's largest progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together, and we are all in this together. Remember that.
You are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.